I'm Julia. This is Zentao. This is Telson. So our project was the Minion Arena, which is based on the movie Despicable Me. I know all three of us watched it before we even came up with this project, and many of you probably have. And so we got our inspiration from the Minions' behavior, and they're all very mischievous, and they start punching each other and fighting each other. So we wanted to create a toy that would kind of represent that. And after doing some market research, we found that most of the toys based off of this movie were actually action figures, which meant that they weren't interactive and they didn't really move. And so we created something that two players can play together, create some competition, and it's interactive. And this was one of our original sketch drawings, and as you can see, we decided since the beginning pretty much to put them on springs, and this creates a lot of variability in the game, so make it more difficult, more challenging for the players. So as you punch, they can move back and forth. And the goal of the game is to knock the minion out. Whoever knocks the minion out first wins. And we did that by attaching two magnets at each of the back of the head and then one at the base. So when the player is able to hit the minion strong enough to knock it over and attach it to the magnet, that's when you win the game. And this was our original CAD model, and we plan to have a straightforward punching mechanism, which was modeled as a simple crank slider mechanism. However, that idea didn't work. We actually did build all the parts for it and attempted to put it together, but the fist slipped out of the channel that was guiding it. So last minute we put together a second design just to have a prototype to show. However, it did work in our CAD model. Oh, it doesn't show the video. Yeah. So that was our original idea, and they just punch each other. Creo doesn't have the simulation of the spring for you to knock it over because it doesn't tell you when there's a collision. But that gives you a basic idea. This is a close-up of it, a faster version of it. Anyway, and this was our redesign that we came up after all our parts were printed. So we decided to replace the straight punching with an uppercut kind of motion. And we thought that because there aren't any toys based on this movie, and there is such a wide popularity among this movie, not only with children, but with college-age students, and some of the adults I talked to were also interested in this. And as you can kind of see, we did Purdue and IU themed, because there's a rivalry, but you could create different characters. You could have your favorite minion, you could have your favorite sports team, your alma mater, and so that adds a lot more users, and it could be a collectible. Any questions?
Could we see a demo?
Sure.
Can you show how the winning mechanism works? What occurs there?
Here's a magnet, and then there's a magnet attached to the. Oops.
Unfortunately, our spring stiffness for this is a little bit too strong.
It's like knock it out, and then this magnet will be attached to this. There's a line of magnet towards the back.
Any other questions? Thank you.